Professor Vilma Mandapat of DIMSU, College of Arts and Sciences, Agoo, La Union. Hello ma'am, good morning po. Ma'am Vilma Mandapat, kumusta na po kayo madam?
Good morning po sa lahat ng mga listeners po natin sa 97.5. Of course, I'm doing good, I'm doing great, and good morning po sa lahat, lalo na kay Sir Attorney Vice Mayor Oloan, and of course, you batchmate, classmate, Sir William.
Yan, mag-batchmate po kami, hindi po sa kinder sa college po mismo. At ma'am, pakibati po ang ating mga kasama po dyan sa DIMSU.
I would like, of course, to greet my colleagues, of course, in DIMSU, Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University in South La Union Campus, of course, our University President, Dr. Jaime Manuel, our Chancellor in South La Union Campus, Agoo, of course, Dr. Joanne C. Rivera, and of course, my program chair and the College of BA Communication, of course, Dr. Jesus Harata, and my Dean, Dr. Raquel Kiambao.
At ma'am, isang katanungan kagad, saan ho ba matatagpuan ng DIMSU sa La Union?
Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University has 5 campuses, right? We have in Bacnotan, that's North La Union Campus, and then we have Mid La Union Campus, which is in San Fernando. We have also South La Union Campus, which is in Agoo, La Union, and that's where I stay, or I teach. And then we also have in Santo Tomas, that is in the Fisheries, and also in the Rosario, okay, which is in the College of Agriculture.
At gaano daw po ang katagalang biyahe mula sa Baguio papuntang DIMSU?
Well, it will just take 1 hour and a half if it's going to be Marcos Highway. Pag 1 hour lang pag sa dito sa Cannon Road.
Kunyari ma'am, may sarili kang sakyan tapos pupunta ka sa DIMSU, gaano kaya katagalang biyahe po madam?
Ay, kung sa Baguio lang, sir, Baguio to Agoo lang with your own car, sir, abuti ka lang ng sir, 40-45 minutes lang, pagbaba lang kasi malapit na ang tawag rito, Agoo dito sa may Marcos Highway. So, just right after Pugo, it's Agoo na po. Ayun.
So, ito pala yung DIMSU, no? Based po sa inyong logo, madam, no? Isa-insahin po natin. Nakalagay po dito, DIMSU, your school is based on research, extension, and instruction. So, sa inyong ginagalawan po na pagtuturo, ma'am, paano po nangyari ang research, extension, saka instruction?
That is precisely, sir, the core areas ng DIMSU. We are not only into instruction, but we are also into research and extension. So, which means to say, ang namin, sir, it's not only sa instruction kami. Dapat we have to conduct research. We also have to have extension, sir.
At kunyari, ma'am, sa ibang koleyo, no, pag sinabi mong full load, 8 subjects, o kaya 9 or 10, yun ang ina-handle. Pero sa DIMSU, how many subjects do you handle? At ano pa yung inyong mga responsibilities?
Regular students, sir, regular faculty member who are under permanent status, sir, you only handle 18 units, so that's only 6 subjects. Okay, and then, but of course, we have to come up with a research, and we have to come up also with extension. So that's the reason why right now I'm conducting also a research, because that's one reason why we have to conduct researches. It's because in state universities, we have to always sustain the status of the university under AACO. Kasi nasa level 4. Level 4 kami sa status. In private kasi, sir, dapat sa pakukuha. But in, what we call this, in state universities, AACO.
Alright. Sa ibang skulahan po, madam, doon, pag sinabi mong research mismo, ay medyo inaayawan nila kasi wala raw kita. Pero napakahirap gumawa to conduct researches, no? Pero sa inyong skulahan, meron din bang a way na teachers will be compensated doing researches?
Sir, ang tawag rito, mahirap mahirap, especially if it's you're not inclined into research. Pero sabi nga nila, we are teachers, so we have to learn. So, and if we are teachers, it's continuous learning. Okay, so lahat nagbabago, everything changes, and we have to always discover new ones.
Okay, so ma'am, no, sa ibang eskwelahan, 8 subjects, 9 they could handle. Sa inyo, 4 subjects, pagkatapos yung iba noon, research na ho talaga. Tama ho ba?
6 subjects, sir.
Ay, 6 subjects.
6 subjects.
Tapos yung,
yes,
yung iba, ang parang kapalit noon, doing researches na.
Yes, sir. Yung isa sa mga kwasay namin, because that's also the function, one function of a faculty member. Kaya as I've said a while back, it's not only into instruction, we also have into research. That's the reason why we usually conduct research. And no problem kasi if you conduct research here in the State University, it's being financed by the university. So meron kaming or we call this finance, so mayroon din linkages. That's the reason why they always call for paper presentation, call for researches, and it's all up to the faculty kung ano yung gusto niyang pasukan na field ng mga researches na in-offer ng university.
Ayun, ma'am, may pumapasok po ng katanungan po rito. Sa mga late tuners po dyan, namin pinag-usapan po paano ba maging isang state U teacher or state university teacher. Ano yung bang pagkakaiba ng isang state U sa isang university mismo, ma'am? Kunyari mga private na schools.
If you are under the state university, this is precisely under, of course, the government na. Okay, pero depende yan kasi, sir, kasi meron pa yung mga yung mga colleges pa na ano. Pero as far as the state university, as we're talking about state university, mahirap nila is if you're going to teach in the state university, you must be a MA graduate. And especially now that we have this new politically aligned, yung degree course from, of course, the program or the courses that you would be teaching. So, nowadays, and likewise with, of course, your MA, kaya yun yung isa sa mga mahirap makapasok sa state university, and especially also one of what I call this policy of the university president here in DIMSU, Dr. Jaime Manuel, requirement to accept applicant is they must be graduate of top 1,000 schools. So, which means to say, if you are not a graduate of top 1,000 schools, ng masters mo, medyo tagilid. Or if you are hired also and you have not yet pursued your MA, yun, bibigyan ka ng opportunity to pursue your MA, but it should be in the top 1,000 schools in the Philippines.
So, meron ho talagang standard po, ma'am, no? When it comes to application. Ma'am, Professor Mandapat,
yes,
paano mag-apply sa isang state U, madam? Ano yung mga pagdadaanan po natin step by step?
When I applied here in Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University, it was really a struggle. It's because very stiff competition, which is open for the whole public. So when I submitted my resume here and my application letter, it took me how many months? Four months to wait, because they have started also August here. So, ganun tagal yung inantay ko. I received a call that I have to undergo psychological test, and then after the psychological test, it's going to be a interview, and you have to undergo SPD dito, wherein the officials of DIMSU will be sitting down with you, interview you. When I undergo my interview, there were, I guess, eight of them panelists, demo. With any visual aid, it's going to be on the spot. So, which means to say, when you're going to have your demonstration, it's not anything under the sun. It's specifically on the field of specialization you are into, or into, of course, the position you're applying. So when I applied here, it was an impromptu demonstration where I taught development communication.
All right. And what are the requirements that you have to prepare to be able to apply sa isang state U po, madam?
When I learned that I was already hired, that's the time they asked me to prepare for my personal data sets, which is of course the government form, and then I undergo neuro tests. What we call this neuro test, and then what else? Medical, okay, and then MBI. Well, the usual requirement also in private, and MBI, clearance, and then SPS, ID number, so you have the land bank, everything. So those are the requirement already of the university. But if you're going to apply, it's merely first your resume, and then of course your application letter, and likewise the certificates that your transcript of record, diplomas, and of course the certificates, the highlight of your resume.
All right. One question po, ma'am. Bagong-bagong question po dito. How long did you wait to get hired by a state U?
Took me 4 months. I was still connected at University of Baguio when I learned that we were affected with the K-12. I already started floating my resume to different state university, and luckily, Binsu took me. So 4 months before I was hired, then I started August 1.
Congratulations po, ma'am. we're so happy for you, no? You waited for 4 months. Then when you got a call from the school, that was like the biggest celebration, most probably, or could be one of the biggest celebrations.
I did not at all think twice. I immediately say yes.
Pag-usapan po natin, ma'am, yung sweldo sa starting salary po, madam. For example, no, you get to be hired by a state U. Mas maganda bang starting salary as compared sa isang private school po? Professor Vilma Mandapat, medyo humihinga na po kayo ngayon. Pagdating yung sweldo, no?
Well, when I entered, and of course the state university, I have to start from the entry level. Okay. Well, if we're going to compare the salary I'm receiving in University of Baguio and to, of course, State University. UP is bigger, of course, because I'm being paid there per hour. Okay. So a difference of somewhat like 6,000. A 6,000 difference to, of course, the entry salary of State University. But now that, of course, it's already my 4 years. I'll be turning 4 years this coming August 1, and so it's so what I call this. It's also a blessing that with that 4 years. I had already an increase of salary. So, a difference already of 2,000. Yung kung noon, yung 6,000, yung difference, because as I've said a while back, entry level yung entry ko, and then hanggang sa nadagdag. And then right now, we are on the process of promotion. So, ngayon, we had just had our NBC 461, which is evaluation ngayon ng mga documents. Most likely, if God's will, I will jump into, yun ang difference, sir, ng private, kasi pag sa private, you're merely on an instructor level. Now, in the state university, you could jump as for or quantum leap. Okay, from instructor 1, you will jump into instructor 1, 2, 3, then 2, 3, and then assistant professor, 1, 2, 3, and then associate professor. But that would depend on the points that you would be earning based doon sa NBC 461. This NBC 461, this is yung para promotion ito. So, yun nga, I'm looking forward that I could jump into at least quantum leap. So, makaakit ako ng associate. So, sana. So, yun naman ang ikinaganda pag nasa state university ka. Pagdating sa promotion, you could jump. And then, it's you yourself who will promote yourself.
So, ma'am, no, you're like explaining when it comes to rankings po, madam, no? Ranking mismo. So, anong pagkakaiba sa ranking? Kunyari, ma'am, mag-rank ka ng isa, papataas sa ranking, isa na naman, may pagkakaiba ba sa sweldo po yan?
Yes, sir. Malaki. Malaki.
Mukha napasmile na kayo, ah.
Malaki, sir. Yung dagdag ng sahod mo na until 10,000 to 20,000, malaki yun, sir. Okay. At first, when I entered in the state university, nagtataka ako. But then when I saw the salary of my colleagues, as in, naabot sila ng 170,000. Pero yun na mga nasa Professor 6 na yun mga sir. Yung nasa rank ng mga ganyang Professor 6, mga ganyan, talaga nakakalula.
Ito ba
nakakalula yung mga sahod nila.
Ito ba yung mga doktor na mismo? May doctorate degree?
Sir. Yeah, not only doctor ang mga yan, sir. Talagang research. Kasi in the state university, ang labanan dito, sir, it's you have to always come up with researches that are published and of course presented in different journals, Scopus, Elsevier. Those are the what I call this, where you're going to present the papers, publish your papers in sa mga researches po, sir.
Professor Mandapat, let's talk about now yung preparation for interview. Yan. Pwede nyo bang i-share po sa amin yung preparation?
Yes, sir. If you're going to undergo interview, okay, and you have received a communication letter already, or a call, a text coming from the office or from HR informing you that you have to undergo interview, okay, on a specific date and time, okay, you have to prepare for that, because remember that when undergoing interview, you have to sell yourself. Okay? You have to sell yourself. So make the most out of it. That's why you have to really prepare. So attend 15 minutes or 30 minutes before the start of your interview. You must already be there in the office or in the where you're going to have your interview. Not only, of course, preparing yourself, okay, personality development, you must be also prepared in terms of how you dress. Okay? Because dressing up very smart would also be part of how you will sell yourself. And you will really project yourself, okay, that you can do the job, okay, in the way you dress up. Another is, of course, aside from, of course, the way you dress up, the manner of answering also during the interviews. And that's very much important. Okay? When you undergo interview, do not immediately answer it, but you have to think. Okay? You have to think deeply. Okay? Understand the question before answering. And you have to expound it. Okay? If you have to sell yourself or give the highlights of your achievements, your accomplishment, so that it would be accepted by, of course, the panelists or the interviewer.
Narinig po natin yan, yan po yung mga inputs po mismo that you could actually bring in and of course to apply once you prepare for a job interview. Ma'am, yung paggawa ng resume naman po, madam, meron bang, kasi sabi nila pahabaan daw. Ang sabi naman ng iba, hindi naman kailangan mahaba. Ang sabi namang iba, tamang-tama lang. Ano kaya sa ating generation?
It should just be brief and concise. Okay? When you're going to prepare a resume, hindi ito nobela. Okay? Remember, as I've said a while back, you have to sell yourself. So which means to say, in the resume that you're going to prepare, you have to indicate here the highlights. Ano ba yung meron sa'yo na dapat binebenta? O ano ba yung meron, accomplishment mo na dapat yun ang highlight ng resume mo? Para sa ganon, first glance pa lang tawag ito ng panelists mag-i-interview sa'yo, right? They would already they will be amazed, okay, on what is of course the content of your resume. Hindi na kailangan yung from the kopong-kopong, hindi na. Kasi hindi ito nobela, sabi ko nga okay? Yung highlights lang. And then, if possible, it's just 5 years backward lang yung mga certificates na dapat na in-attach mo dyan. Hindi yung from the very beginning. Hindi ito promotion na ilalagay mo lahat. Okay? Dapat yung highlights ng resume mo, yung talagang bebenta sa'yo.
Maliwanag po yan, concise pero straight to the point po, madam, no? Yan mismo.
Brief and concise.
Ma'am, yung DIMSU po ay, is it true na libre ang tuition na mag-aaral na bata sa DIMSU? Is it true?
Yes, sir. Opo. Libre po. Kasi ang tawag dito, meron na po tayong mga binibigay na pong budget ng Commission on Higher Education. However, sad to say that not all were able to what do you call this, benefit dito sa free tuition fee. Kasi noon, may entrance exam din, sir. Okay, so entering the state university is not that also easy if you are a student. Kasi dapat mag-entrance exam ka, ipapasa mo yun, and then that's where you're going to be qualified kung anong particular program or course yung pwede ka. Kasi when we did not have yet this pandemic, nung nag-chair ako, yung grade na dapat na meron ang isang bata at least 85 and above. Yun, to qualify under the BA-Com program. Likewise with others, mas lalo na doon sa College of Nursing dahil 90 and above naman ang kailangan nila doon. So if you are below 90, hindi ka pwede doon sa College of Nursing. Okay. Same true with the other programs din. Mayroong grade na dapat niya tinitignan din doon. Kasi nga, libre, tapos tinitignan din kung kaya din ng bata. Yung kursong papasukin niya. So, we have to also analyze din na pag mga estudyante papasok, right? Tinitignan din niya kung ano yung kapabilidad niya, yung interest niya. It's not only yung dahil pumasa siya, doon na lang siya, and then eventually mag-shift siya. So, dapat tinitignan din niya kung ano ba yung kaya niya, interest niya, at syempre, yung higit sa lahat, papatunayan niya na tatapusin niya yung kurso.
Ma'am, greetings po tayo ng konti po ngayon. Marami nakikinig po. Binabati po natin, Mr. G. I am listening right now. Dito po ako banda actually sa Tarlac po ako na nanonood sa radio segment nyo. At ang aking pangarap din po ay makapagturo sa DIMSU. Pero ang problema ko, sir, yan, Ma'am Vilma, okay naman yung mga grades ko, kaso may mga grades po ako na mabababa, hindi matataas. Pwede pa ba ako kung sakali na mag-apply sa isang state U? Hindi naman po ako isang cum laude. Pero meron po akong masteral. Paano kaya to? Professor Vilma Mandapat.
You know, ma'am, if you have your masters, wag kang matakot, ma'am, kung tawag dito kung may mababa ka. That's part of learning and that's part of what we call yung experience natin yan. Kasi kung kakatakutan natin ang mag-apply, for one, I'm not alam ni batchmate ko yan, hindi naman din ako cum laude, pero if you have what they call here the opportunity, grab it. Okay? And sabi ko nga, you have to be napag-aaralan yan lahat. Okay? Kaya nga, when you enter into teaching, what we know before, it's no longer the same now. So, basta nandyan yung eagerness mo, nandyan yung passion mo to teach. Kasi yun yung importante din You will enter into teaching, it must be a passion. Okay? Hindi lang ito hobby or hindi lang ito because for the sake of living or what. No. you must be dedicated, you must be committed, and of course, yun yung sinasabi ko, yung passion. Gusto mo ba? Gusto mo bang pumasok sa teaching? You know, teaching is very difficult, right? It's the noblest profession, but never, do not think anymore of yung hirap. Ang importante dito, you are able to impart, okay, your teaching prowess, okay, your teaching prowess. Tapos, you were able to impart knowledge sa mga estudyante, which I keep on telling it to my students, okay, which inspire them to pursue yung kurso nila. You motivate them. Ganun. Hindi yung lagi natin kasi tinitignan. You know, sometimes, hindi man natin kailangan ngayon. Hindi man ako nag-cum laude nung college ako. Pero as I pursue my degree, my graduate school, pwede ka pa rin, kasi nga, perhaps, there are factors. Noon, magka-batchmate kami, Sir William noon, gawa ng siguro bata pa, tawag dito, he did not mind to give importance that much, kaya okay lang na hindi kami nag-cum laude. What is important is, we were able to land into a position, into, of course, a career that we will eventually carry it until we retire.
May isa pang question po rito, Professor Mandapat. Ako po ay nagtuturo sa isang private school po ngayon. May cum laude, hindi po ako cum laude. May masteral na po ako. Kumbaga, I've been teaching like for 14 years sa isang private school. Pero nung kolehiyo pa lang ako, meron ako mga binagsak na mga subjects. Pero lucky enough, you know, I was hired as a teacher. Ngayon, 14 years na nagtuturo. And so far, so good naman, wala lang akong doctorate. Pwede rin ba mag-apply sa isang state U pag gano'n ang sitwasyon? Kumbaga, going back again yung kanyang transcript of records dati, hindi naman mataas, may mga bagsak na subjects, pero nakapagturo, ma'am. Nagkaroon ng masteral, nag-demo, pumasa, and, you know, this listener got hired. Paano kayo gano'n?
Yes, sir. Walang problema. As what I was telling you a while back, if there is an opportunity, grab it. Okay? Wag nating isipin lagi. Wag nating isipin lagi na because we fail in some of our subjects. No, that's part of learning. Okay? We can never say we are always perfect. Okay? And from that failure, we will learn from it. Kaya nga, bakit hindi? Kung halimbawang may bagsak ka, sir, ay may experience. Your experience alone can already talk that you can teach also in the state university. Hindi naman na-measure yung grade mo, ma'am, kung bumagsak ka o hindi. Ang importante, ma'am, is may experience already na nagturo ka na. Which means to say, you pass the process when you entered into teaching. And then from that teaching, eventually you are learning. And from that, ma'am, pwede pa natin i-enhance yung strategies natin, yung alam natin, by of course pursuing again another degree. O sabi mo nga, ma'am, di ba? Ang tawag nito, nag-masters ka na, mag-PhD ka pa, o di how much more? The more, ma'am, na mas magkakaroon ka ng opportunity to enter state university if you you earn this degree pa.
Maliwanag po yan, maliwanag. Maraming lumalakas ang loob. Oras pa natin ay 11:24 in the morning. Break muna po tayo. Magbabalik po tayo para sa usaping paano ba maging State U teacher kasama si Professor Vilma Mandapat sa Cool 97.5.
Lately, as your presiding officer and vice mayor, we passed the so-called Baguio Student Assistance Scholarship Program, which entitles the low income bracket students who wants to continue their profession, and the city are giving assistance to them. But of course, there are conditions set forth in that ordinance. That is 6,000 stipend semestral allowance.
Morning na imbangag sa patayo amin.
Halina't samahan natin ang isang guni mo kay Vice Mayor Attorney Oloan, co-hosted by Mr. G. Iba't ibang sektor ng lipunan ang ating matutunghayan, kaya't ating pakinggan dahil ang mamamayan ay ang puso ng sambayanan. Sa isang guni mo kay Vice Mayor Attorney Oloan,
We will have a peaceful nation.
tuwing Sabado, alas 10 ng umaga hanggang alas 12 ng tanghali sa Cool 97.5 Baguio at live streaming sa Facebook at YouTube.
Sa mga taga Baguio, mabuhay tayong lahat.
At sa ating pagbabalik po, pinuputakti na po tayo ng napakaraming katanungan. Alam niyo ma'am, meron nag-comment po dito. Gusto ko magturo sa State U kasi stable po siya eh. Is it true ma'am, pagdating po sa sahod, stable po siya kumpara sa ibang private schools daw po madam?
Yes, sir. Very true po yan. Stable ka pag nasa state university ka. Kasi ang mga benefits din dyan, sir. Well, to talk about benefits, it's really far different. Kasi we have 2 months na teachers leave yan starting July, sir. Pay yun, sir. Okay? Tapos aside from that, pagdating sa salary, sir, when we had this pandemic, talagang continuous yung salary. Not like in private, no work, no pay pagdating sa private. Pero dito, continuous, sir, lahat pa ng mga tawag dito, mga perks or what yung benefits, entitled ka. Okay, yun nga lang, sir, not to disappoint and not to discourage. Okay, yung mahirap makapasok, sir. Mahirap makapasok sa State University, pero there's no harm in trying.
Mahirap talaga ma'am, no? Hindi basta-basta. Marami nangangarap pero malay po natin. Sa age ba ma'am, mayroon ba kayong age parang qualification na pumasok sa State U?
Wala naman, sir, basta tapos mo lang yung ang tawag dito, with pag entry level mo, sir, graduate ka ng degree course, but you are required to take MA, master's degree, kasi yun yung talagang requirement, sir. Even in the civil service requirement, that's actually the entry level na pagpapasok ka sa tertiary, you must be 1 step higher doon sa mga learners. So since tertiary ito, you must be a graduate of MA.
For example po, Ma'am Vilma, no, you got hired. Pagkatapos gusto mo, tapos ka ng masters, gusto mo mag-doctorate, magkaroon ng doctoral degree, meron ba mga scholarships na galing mismo sa State U para hindi ka na gumastos?
Yes, sir. Meron po. Kaya yun yung ngayon ni President Dr. Jaime Manuel, that if you like to be supported or to avail of the scholarship grant that the university is giving, you must enroll in the top 1,000 school. So since ako, sir, I've started already my PhD in University of Baguio. So malaking na, sir, kasi yun yung units na doon. So mahirap yung mag-transfer pa sa ibang school dahil sayang din naman, sir, kung lilipat po ako, sayang na po yung na-earn kong units sa University of Baguio. Kasi pag mag-scholarship din po ako, I have to go back to zero. So if you are in this field of what I call this profession, teaching, sabi ko nga kanina, kailangan natin mag-aral ng mag-aral. Kaya dapat open tayo sa idea na we have to pursue our degree, our graduate studies. Kasi yun nga, mas maganda din yung opportunity and also an investment.
Sa inyo bang scholarship, ma'am, may stipend ho ba o tuition lang? O may kasama ho bang other pang miscellaneous po ng isang teacher ng State U?
Sir, kasi yung scholarship na binibigay po dito sa State University, dito sa mismong depende, sir, kasi sa scholarship. I was once a scholar of CHED HEDP scholarship before. I we receive our monthly allowance, and likewise the stipend, the book allowance. Okay, yun naman yung tawag dito, advantage ng under the scholarship. Pero depende kasi sir sa policy ng mga scholarship din na binibigay. Meron din yung director scholarship, or if you are under the university scholarship, yun, lahat tawag dito, binibigay ng university. They pay all your tuition fee to where you're going to enroll. At the same time, you're still receiving your salary. So whatever your salary, tapos ano ba yung mga perks, or what we call here, benefits that you're receiving before, if you are under study leave, kasi naka-scholarship, marireceive mo pa rin lahat yun. So,
meron po nag-comment dito, Ma'am Vilma Mandapat. Yung scholarship ba yan, does it mean hindi ka muna magtuturo sa isang state U, at the same time, isang sitwasyon, hindi ka muna magtuturo, mag-aaral ka to pursue your master's or doctoral degree, o kaya second situation, magtuturo ka pa rin sa school mo pero minimal subjects na lang para pambayad ng yung SSS, pag-ibig, pero at the same time yung wala kang sahod mismo sa school mo, ang inaasahan mong stipend mismo magagaling sa scholarship mo. So which is which po, Professor Mandapat?
As what I was telling you sir a while back, depende yan kasi well, in the state university, pag naka-scholarship sa sir, purely study lang yun, naka-study leave ka. So you will not be teaching, you will not be in school. Okay? Pero sa private sir, ang tawag dito, meron yung iba, nagtratrabaho pa rin. Tapos yung stipend nila na nire-receive nila, I for one, okay, when I was under the HEDP scholarship before, I received my stipend, but I still teach. Kasi ang klase namin noon, so it's Saturday and Sunday, okay, which is still in Lawag, doon sa MMSU, yung scholarship ko doon. So, depende sir kasi sa scholarship grant na makukuha mo.
Kunyari ma'am, naka-live ka mismo sa school, study leave ka, ibig sabihin walang sweldo sa school, magagaling nakadepende scholarship.
Yes sir, saka depende din sir kung ano yung policy ng where you are into na institution. Like noon, no work, no pay talaga sa private. So if you like to, itong latest na inano ng scholarship ng CHED because of the K-12. Wala silang they are on mga teachers colleagues ko noon sa University of Baguio, hindi sila sumasahod sa UB. Ang inaasahan lang nila is the stipend coming from the scholarship they receive. Pero dito sa State University, sir, hindi. Okay? Naka-study leave ka and you still receive your salary.
Grabe, ganyan pala sa State U, no? Naka-study leave ka, may salary kami. Parang ganito ba, ma'am? May salary ka sa State U. At the same time, kung merong stipend yung scholarship mo, makukuha mo rin so dalawa.
Yes, sir.
Kasi
hindi na, sir. Hindi na. Wala nang stipend.
Wala nang stipend.
Wala nang stipend, yes. Oo. Ang
tuition
stipend na
tuition.
Oo. Basta lahat ng bayarin sa school, it's being shouldered by the university. Kasi under scholarship ka nga, sila ang nagpa-scholar sa'yo. So, it's being shouldered by the university. Nagre-receive ka pa rin ng sahod mo.
Ayun, malinaw po dyan, eto na, those are technical questions, madam, no? Na talagang very interesting na malaman ng publiko mismo. Anyway, sa ating, ma'am, ano yung new normal in education po na isang DIMSU po ngayon, ma'am?
Sir, yung learning management namin, system namin, LMS namin dito sa DIMSU, when we had this pandemic, is naka-module kami. Okay, but then, since module po, dahil not all of our students has the access of internet. Kaya yun yung ginawa namin, it's module learning system namin, management system namin, para sa ganun, dahil ang kinikater naman kasi ng State University is yung mga estudyante na hindi masabi natin mga indigent. Kaya, since ganun yung setup, though we still communicate with them through Google Classroom, through Facebook, nag-meet din kami, at least twice a month para to give updates, to meet them once in a while, para alam din naman ng mga estudyante na existing yung teacher din nila, maski pa paano, and existing din yung mga students namin. So, it was really a struggle on the part of the teacher and on the part of the students. Kasi yung module, pag sinend namin, yung module sa kanila, imagine yung module 1 to module 4, in one module we have 4 lessons. Okay? And they have to really read that, do the activities, the tasks in that module, and then they have to send it through Google Classroom. So yun yung ano namin. Kaya yun yung struggle, sabi ko nga, kasi hindi na lahat ng estudyante namin may access. Okay? So lately lang, magpapaquiz ka, ma'am, hindi po ako makakapag-quiz kasi po wala po akong load.
Lalo na kapag mass comm, ma'am, no?
Oo. So,
Mahirap eh.
Ngayon, so, andyan yung extension ng patience, ng consideration. Okay, so, kailan ka pwede makaload? You have to reschedule. Yung quiz niya kung kailan siya pwede mag-quiz. Para sa ganun, mabigyan naman din siya ng consideration. Kasi nga, yung sitwasyon din natin, you have to understand, especially ngayon na lahat affected dahil sa pandemic. Pero kaming mga teachers, in as much as we like also to teach them na sa Google Classroom o sa Gmeet every now and then, ang iniisip din kasi namin is yung access ng bata. Kung halimbawa, 8 yung subject ng bata, at lahat kayo mag-Google Meet, lahat kayo, saan siya kukuha ng load? Kaya nga, in-alternate namin na once in a while, twice in a month, mag-Gmeet kami, pero lahat, everything is already in the module.
Module ho
And
talaga.
Oo, module. Now, you might be asking, ma'am, paano nga yung mga nasa remote barangays? We have a memorandum of agreement with the local government unit na yung mga hindi accessible sa mga bata ang tawag dito, yung sa internet, kasi nga, may mga island barangay din pa, mga student namin. So, what we did is, we have a memorandum of agreement sa local government unit na i-drop off namin. So, drop off point yung sa munisipyo, tapos kukunin ng local government unit din ng kung saan bata, tapos doon kukunin nila. And then, pag magsasubmit din sila, ganun din, i-drop off din. Yung iba, sir, through courier, may LBC din nila. Yung iba. So, ganun talaga ang struggle naman sa state university, sir. It's not like in the private that it's all easy access.
At in conclusion po, Professor Mandapat, no, hindi biro ang maging isang teacher.
Yes.
yung yes ni Madam, no, talagang confirm
Yes.
na confirm. Yan talaga. Professor Mandapat, ang ating special guest po ngayon, College of Arts and Sciences ng DIMSU, Agoo La Union. Paano ba maging state U teacher? At sa ating pagtatapos po, ma'am, pwede ho bang marinig ang inyong mensahe para sa mga nangangarap dyan na pumasok na mag-isang state U teacher o mismong nasa state U na mismo na nagtuturo na?
My only advice is never stop dreaming. Okay? And once opportunity comes, grab it. Okay? Wag tayong matakot. Just always have guts. Okay? Because there's no harm in trying. Kung lagi tayong inaano natin yung sarili natin, wala tayong mararating. Okay? Kaya isa lang ang magiging ko dyan, kumbaga is, you have to always be, how will I term it? Kumbaga, pag, huwag kang huminto sa pangangarap. Lagi kang mangarap dahil walang masama kung mangarap ka, libre naman yan, bakit hindi? Right? So, which means to say, even those in the state university, huwag kayong padala sa mga hindrances, sa mga basta alam mo ang sarili nyo, you know that you can do the job, bakit hindi? So, that's only one thing na sinasabi ko, it's basta alam mo ang sarili mo, kaya mo, huwag kang matakot gawin ito.
Maraming salamat, Professor Vilma Mandapat. Mabuhay po kayo, ma'am.
Okay,
At,
thank you so much then.
Stay safe po sa Agoo La Union.
Okay, thank you very much, Batchmate, Sir William, and thank you very much sa lahat ng nakikinig ng 97.5 sa Baguio City, and likewise, of course, thank you din sa DIMSU, Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University, South La Union Campus, and to all the listeners also. Okay, thank you so much.
Happy weekend to all of you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you.
Subscribe, follow, like, and share us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV, and Instagram.